2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live.
The Jazz looking to take charge here at home as we bring it to you live on 2K Sports from Salt Lake City, Utah. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the Sacramento Kings. And they barely squeaked by with that one, edging out by just 1 point.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Right, you could tell they were in a groove all night. They looked comfortable, they didn't rush, it was gorgeous execution.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Aldridge out there with Medu, then it's AI, then there's Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. Now, here's AI. Against Miami, he was really on his game. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. We have two teams tonight, Doris, with a lot of experience between them. What type of game, in your view, does that typically result in?
Well, typically you see a very well-played game, very few turnovers from either side, a high level of execution on both the offensive and defensive ends, and sometimes it comes down to the little things. Who wins the 50-50 balls? Who goes to the free throw line more? When you're talking about two high-caliber, experienced teams, it's the little things that make a difference.
Attention to detail. Well said. Here's AI. Derek Favors making his last shot. And again, it's AI.
What I like here, AI challenging the defense inside, working for high percentage shots.
Mitchell right side. Rebound by Murray.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Aldridge. Basket is good. The assist from AI.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, that fast break set in motion by the defensive steal by DeMar DeRozan. You talk about good defense leading to instant offense. That's it.
Now, here's Moutier. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Pass to Mitchell. Over AI. Good D by AI. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Mitchell wide open. The Jazz with another miss.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Here's Medu. And he comes up with the deuce. Medu's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, don't you love the way AI moves the ball? He lets the play develop, puts the pass on time and on target.
Doris, you've covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. And I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
For the Jazz, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Favors. Jay Crowder comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Exum in for Emmanuel Moutier. San Antonio also making some changes. Bertanis, he's checked in for Medu, and it's White in for DeJounte Murray.
Dante Exum, outstanding, absorbing the contact, just bullies his way with the defense.
AI outside, inside, and the dunk by Aldridge.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
Here's Crowder following the bucket by the Spurs. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from outside. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
I think the goal always is to control the glass if you can. It ends up giving you extra possessions that typically lead to extra points.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Ingles. And it's good for 2.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
I love the way Joe Ingles, guys, affects winning in multiple ways. This is a guy who does so many little things. He can facilitate the offense. He understands how to play pick and roll, and we know he can make the long-distance shot with great regularity.
Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Exum, and it's Gobert in its center. That's the group right now for Utah. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Heat delivered a performance for the ages. He finished with 27 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin, we'll see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Okay, David, no doubt he'll have the defense focused on him here after that stunning game last time out.
You better believe it. He'll be looking at double teams, guys up in his jersey all game long.
I think that's the way this guy likes it. He wants a challenge. It makes him more focused, more determined to show what a force he can be.
And Doris Ingles, a player who does so many things well, and the coaching staff loves him.
I don't know how you couldn't love Joe Ingles because he's a terrific passer, an excellent defender, one of the better shooters from range, and he keeps teams honest. What a player this guy is.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the paint, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the defense, no time to react on the Rudy Gobert throwdown.
San Antonio leading by 8. It's AI on the wing, defended by Mudiay. Here's AI, and the rejection by Favors. Exum deciding where to go with it. Here's Mudiay, the offensive rebound.
Well, Rudy Gobert with the size and length, they factor on the glass right now.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. It's AI on the wing, defended by Mudiay. Yep, it counts. And it's 6 points for AI.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here's Mudiay. He's guarded closely. Now, Exum. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Murray, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Exum. He's covered by Murray. Now, here's Exum to the inside. Favors passes to Ingles. But they get it back. And we finished one half of basketball. Spurs out in front, up by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just... We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, when you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, two in particular. James Harden, that step back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those two men, when they decide to get to that step-back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, DeRozan out there with Medu, then it's AI, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Now here's Moutier. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Basket is good. The assist from AI. AI's got 9 assists now tonight. Jazz trail by 14. High post, Gobert. Mitchell outside. Pass to Ingles. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. It's good. Medu's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
And the Jazz with some changes. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Derek Favors. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Joe Ingles. Walker's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for Murray. Kaminsky kicks to Mitchell. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop.
Boy, great anticipation by AI. Picks up the steal and kickstarts the break.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Here's Mitchell, following the basket by AI. Kaminsky kicks to Mitchell. Jazz passing it around. Moutier makes it off the glass. Moutier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Emmanuel Mudiay, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
It's AI on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Here's AI. And the jam by AI.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Well, there's no doubt this quarter has been all about them. They've come out hot, and they're not showing any signs of letting up.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Yep, that one goes in there. Crowder's got 4 this quarter.
Well, so quick off the pass. I mean, Crowder timing that shot perfectly, staying 1 step ahead of the defense.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, Jay Crowder, a versatile forward to me who fits in so well with this team. He can hit threes. He can match up well on the defensive end. This is a player who has a bigger impact than his stats might indicate.
The Jazz making a switch here. Niang's checked in. Now, here's AI. 12 points for him. 1:29 left in the third. And he gets it to go. AI's got 14 points for the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Kaminsky kicks to Mitchell. Here's Niang, guarded by Walker. Here's Niang. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. AI outside, knocked away. Crowder with the steal. Stolen by AI. The kick out to Walker. And good coming on the assist by AI. And that's 13 points for Walker.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Moutier looking around. Five to shoot. Tries a three. Another miss by Utah.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
It's AI on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Utah. Emmanuel Moutier comes in for Jay Crowder. San Antonio also making some changes. Medu, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Murray comes in for White. And AI is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. In transition, here come the Spurs. Murray with the ball. Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Moutier in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Well, the defense so concerned about the dribble drive ability of Donovan Mitchell, but boy, you better contest as well.
Here's AI, count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. Dishes it to Mitchell. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by the Spurs. Medu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's AI with the drive. Of course, at times out there, things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line. Because to me, there's no consistency, there's a lot of confusion, and I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent appraisal. Now, here's AI. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell.
Well, yet another terrific possession from AI. He can be prolific and efficient. We're seeing the best from him this evening.
Moutier kicks to Favors. Mitchell outside. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility. Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Pass to Gobert. The feed to Moutier. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, this guy was a big-time recruit in high school, and things didn't work out immediately for AI. But here he was, willing to put in the work, adjust your perspective, and get where you want to be.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. San Antonio also making some changes. Davis Bertans checks in for Aldridge. Bryn Forbes comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72 win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
And he gets the bucket.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
O'Neal with it to stop the run. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.